Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. Tracy here, and well, I can't believe I'm going to say this. I was worse today. God, I don't think it's ever going to end, you know. So I went to the doctor's, and apparently I now have tonsillitis on top of this ick, and I know he should have given me the antibiotics when I went the first time. Oh well. Just hope that, you know, I can lay down soon, because I really need to lay down, guys. I still just miss it so much. Miss being horizontal. Now I've just got a bit of a tangle. Hang on. So I made a little whippy video today. It's obviously it will be for today for you, because your today is my yesterday, and my yesterday is your tomorrow. So I did another one of the interactive Temu yarn experiment. It's interactive because you get to decide the way that we go with this. So but I have a bit of an idea for the next time, which I might do, see how I feel. Oh man, anyway, it's a bit of a mission going to the doctors. I really hate having to do it, you know. I only ever go and see them if I absolutely have to. If, you know, if it's too bad and I can't do it without the antibiotics or something. If it's one that you can cope with, I'll go nowhere near the place. I absolutely detest going. I hate going anywhere like the hospital, but doctor's surgeries are the worst. I just, when my surgery used to be a good one, and then all of the doctors started to die because they were all getting old, and they replaced them with ones that didn't stick around, or locums, and in the end they sold the practice to this multi kind of national, I think they've got health centres all over the country, and they just employ doctors and employ health visitors and all that sort of thing. But it's like breaking in a new doctor again, and they're not necessarily the ones you'd choose, you know. I chose to stay with them because they were great, but I'm kind of thinking now, if I change my doctor, I could get a real bad one, and that's what puts you off of changing. But you know, I've had bad doctors in the past. Don't ever want to go back there again. I had one of them almost killed Paul when he was a baby, and I certainly never want to go back to that kind of thing. But at the same time, this isn't a great sort of situation in the surgery now. So yeah, I don't know. Better the devil you know sometimes. But, you know, only see him when I absolutely have to. It's weird, really, because I didn't, you know, I'd had I was quite excited because I'd actually managed to get some sleep, but last night I couldn't lay down. I couldn't even prop myself up too well, and so I didn't get as much. But I woke up feeling really gruff. And I thought, I don't understand, you know. I rallied a little bit yesterday, but that was the steroid effect. Not those. Anyway, they wore off now. They're gone. Anyway. So, more drugs to come. Not yet, though, because I saw the assistant, and although, you know, there's a drawback, you have to wait for someone to sign off his prescription, because he's only just learned, he doesn't really know what he's saying. That's the thing. So at least I think he turns out to be the best option. Wow, that's hot. Mega hot. I haven't got really much else to tell you. I gurgled then. I bet you heard that one. I bet you did. That's awful. So yeah, I've got my week 3 of the Granny Square to film, and I decided that I was going to film that when Gary goes back to work, because, you know, I can't risk sort of being in the throes of doing that and he burst through the kitchen on his way to the loo or something, you know. It would put me off, and I need to sort of be in the zone for it. So yeah, I'd rather, if I was doing a whip video or a live stream or something along those lines and he came in, it's fine, because it's not such a what did I last say, where am I up to, what was I going to do next sort of thing. Yeah, it's more structured. So to cheer me up, Gary bought me some donuts, and oh my god, when we got in, I made a cup of tea, and I thought I'm going to have a donut because dinner is a long way off. And the greasiest donut I've ever had in my life. Seriously, I feel like you could just wring out the grease. Absolutely, it just feels so full of oil, and made me feel quite queasy actually. So yeah, won't be having any more of those. Bit grim. Never mind. It's naughty food anyway. So I've been quite busy really. In a way, I feel like I've not been busy, but I have. And the reason I feel like that is because it just takes me so long to do it. That's the thing. What I would normally just rattle off and get done, it's just taking me so long to do. And so you feel like you've been working all day long. Well, in actual fact, you've done very little. But, you know, in my little kind of rallying thing yesterday, I got so much kind of done. I even cleaned the bathroom. Oh my god, you know, with bleach and stuff. Yeah, but I did do some washing today, that sort of thing, but nothing major. I just feel like I've done absolutely nothing. I've got bits of donut. When I had my operation, I can't fish it with my teeth anymore. No, fish my teeth with my tongue. You know when you go, I'm okay that side, I just can't get it over there. So I need a bit of help. When I first had the operation, and I started to actually eat food. So at first, I was just eating soup and sloppy stuff, you know. And I wouldn't have gone out and eaten in public, but when I first started to eat lumps like a baby, they would fall down into that part of my mouth, right down there, because I have a gap in my teeth there, and they would just find their way straight into there, right in the bottom there. And I would be sitting there and thinking, oh no, I've got food, I've got peas and stuff down there. So I just have to kind of like hook them back in again. And then you start chewing and they go straight back down. Doesn't happen anymore, thank goodness. Used to happen with tablets as well. Put them in my mouth and suddenly they'd just go, yeah, no. And I'd be like, oh, they're in there somewhere. So annoying. Yeah. Thankfully, it's a rarity now when things fall down there. You know, what can you do? I think I need implants. That's what I need. I need a whole lot of new gnashers, new implants. I think that'd be brilliant. No gaps, no nothing, just perfect teeth. What I'd actually like is I did try the lottery, right? I'd like to win it. And I'd like to have new teeth. And I'd like to have my eyes relasered. I would love that. I'd also like to have tummy tuck, liposuction. Well, it could suck out the other person that I'm carrying around with me. You know, that would be great. It sounded so bad. I didn't mean it how it sounded. But yeah, then I could be nipped and tucked within an inch of my life and become Sylph-like. That would be good. A little bit of lasers all over to kind of make your skin more baby soft and youthful. What else? Go with the jowls. Get rid of the jowls. Yeah, and have the neck made kind of like even. That'd do. Even would do. But you know, youthful would be lovely. Yeah, I think that'd be good. If I could just afford a couple of bits done, that would just a couple of bits. So everything, either that or a new head transplant or a body transplant to match. So new head, new body, job's just done, isn't it? That's it, it's done. Oh, and maybe my hair done because it's a bit grim, isn't it? But that's because, you know, I did it and I twiddle it. I can't resist twiddling it at the moment. When I used to twiddle it all the time at school. And the teachers used to get so angry about it because they should be like, I was in like overdrive, twiddling this hair. They made a bit of a spectacle of me a few times. Charming. Oh, man. So I managed to get through that one episode of that I was going over and over and over like Groundhog Day, watching that one where I just kept falling asleep at the same part and realising 10 minutes later that I'd lost some, and it was getting to the stage where I was going to have to call it a day with it, and I wasn't going to be able to get head nor tail of it. So what I did was I just said, well, I'm watching it from the start. You know I've seen this first bit, but I'm watching it from the start and I'm sticking with it. And yeah, so I'm up to scratch now with it. But that was just ridiculous. Just kept falling asleep at the same bit. But it wasn't like quality sleep, you know, it's just a little nod. And there was one bit, I must have fallen asleep for like 15 minutes. And I woke up as it was ending. And I thought, oh, definitely going to have to watch this one again. But the stupid thing was, I thought, that's it, I am packing this in. I'm going to go to bed now. And I got to bed and I was like, no, you're not sleeping. You're not sleeping. And, you know, I made this mistake of watching a short on Facebook. You know, those little reels. And there was it Facebook? It might have been actually YouTube. Really doesn't matter where it was. But it was about a supernatural thing. And it was, she was, you know, thinking about going to bed and with her dogs. And then this happened. And you see this, the dog went over to the stair gate. It wasn't actually stairs. It was just stopping it going down a hallway. And the dog started looking, and she looked up to see what the dog was looking at, and she went, what the heck was that? And at that point, this shadow moved out of the way because it realised she'd seen it. So, you know, obviously, cynical me, I will not believe what I've just seen. It's that is a staged thing. That shadow was from behind her, and it moved like, you know, obviously its shadow went that way. So whoever it was staged. That's got to be what happened. Has to be. That has to be. So now, when I'm in bed, I look across the room and I can see a light in here. And I keep looking up and expecting a shadow. And I know it's ridiculous. But I can't unsee it now. And I know it's not real. I know they staged it. They must have. But it just bugs me now that whenever I turn my light off and I look up and I think, oh, there's that bit of light. Will there be a shadow? Freak me out if there will be. You know, just saying. I shouldn't have watched that. And I don't know why I do. Especially when it's late at night. Why do I do that to myself? I hate horror stuff. I really do. Yeah. So there's been a lot of UFO stuff on TV lately. And I got stuck into one yesterday. And it was about how people have lost chunks of time. Then they had regression, found that they'd been abducted. But there was two people in the same village that one of them heard the other one had got a story to tell. And so he sort of messaged her and said, did you? Because I do. And when they compared, it was the same. And, you know, do you remember we're back in the 80s when everybody was being ridiculed for it? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I shouldn't have done that. Rattled my brain. What brain? Okay, so we had another speedo for Monday. What have we got for Tuesday? We've got a bar scene, I think. I know that's Mando, but the other shadows, can't really tell. Are they his little friends? Is that Grogu's Eggy there? I can't really see. The light isn't the best for me. But yeah, that's what we got today. Let's just hope we got some good jokes. Gary got a good joke. I don't know if I'm going to remember it. He sent it to me on YouTube. No, Facebook. What have I done on my phone? Hold the phone. I'll be back. I'm going in. I've got to, it's not very politically correct, but it's not racist, so we'll do it. I don't want to mess it up though, so I'm going to try and find it. See if he did manage to tag me in. Right. Oh, it's looking promising. I've got a notification. Are you on? Went onto YouTube. Silly me. Yeah, Gary mentioned you in a comment. It says, did you know there is an Arab trying to buy every fish and chip shop in Britain? His name is Salt and Vinegar. Salt and Vinegar. There he is. There's Salt and Vinegar. That's a Gary joke, guys. That's a Gary joke. I get that. That's what I get from Gary all the time. Salt and Vinegar. Brilliant. Love it. At least I can laugh now without pain. Some things have improved. Not everything, though. Okay. Have I got this one? I love torturing my 13-year-old son. Okay. At Susan Norlean. I don't know what that means. I love torturing my 13-year-old son by telling them I plan to start wearing overalls. Not really sure what that means. Does it mean that she's, I don't know, batting for the other side, perhaps? I don't know. If you're willing to fight with someone about whether or not the yolk of an egg is made out of cheese, you're going to love parenting. Having teenage boys means finding new, amazing ways for anything around the house to be done very, very poorly. Don't you know it? And I only had teenage boys. I didn't have any teenage girls. Although I was one once, so I kind of know about them. If they were all like me, I know about them, obviously. But I don't think they were, somehow. I think I was a bit, not unique exactly, but not typical of other teenage girls, perhaps. I don't know. I think so, anyway. You expected a story then, didn't you? Got so many. So many. I was quite mature for my age. That's why. I don't know what happened. I got to a maturity level and stopped. Or regressed. That's probably more like it. I got to a maturity level and then I went backwards. That's probably exactly what happened. Now, when I was younger, all my friends were older than me because I could not bear to hang around with kids of my own age because they were just too silly and too childish. So I couldn't have it. And so my friends were all older than me. But because I wasn't as confident as they were, I didn't get up to any trouble. I kind of was there. And I could see what they were going to do, the mistakes they were going to make, but they wouldn't listen to me. So I was younger than them for a start, but they wouldn't listen to my advice. And then I just watched them make all the mistakes that I was telling them they were going to make. So consequently, I learnt by their mistakes. Didn't really make my own. But yeah, very mature for my age when I was young. Looked it and acted it. Don't quite know what happened. It didn't last, did it? But never mind. I think I'd rather have a bit of mischief in me and be a little bit funnier than, you know, some boring, straight-laced kind of someone with a pole up my bottom. I'd rather that because, you know, it could be very uncomfortable having a pole up your bottom. That brings to mind another joke. What was it? Oh, was it Jules? Let me see. It does. She'll be watching this and she'll go, I know why you thought of my joke. At that point, I've got to find it. Was it Jules? I'm sure it was. Oh, maybe not. Might have been on YouTube actually. Oh, now I'm gonna not find it. It was one of the sayings. Is it as busy as a cucumber in a women's prison or something? Something like that. It wasn't Julie. Julie, you're very innocent and sweet. It wasn't you. It was somebody else. Who's not, obviously. My kind of people, though. Getting hot now. This is how I've been going on, you know. I woke up all kind of hot, and I got up and I was cold. I was cold in the surgery, and then I was hot, and it's like pain in the butt. This is really had enough of it. What time is it? It is now probably drugs o'clock. I had to wait till 5 for they were being ready, and it's now 12 minutes past, so hopefully I'll be getting them soon. Get started on them so they can work and go away. Leave me. I've had enough. I don't think it's ever going to get any better. It's really ridiculous how much I've had in a short space of time. Since Christmas, it's just been one thing after another. You know, one after the other. It's like, there was a time when I wasn't ill for years. I'm certainly making up for that now. Don't understand it. And I need to to feel better, because I need to get this tutorial done. I've committed now to do one a week, and the granny squares at least, you know, one a week. So yeah, I want to get stuff done. I want to get done, you know. Not going to swear. Of course not. Don't do that. But yesterday, it's scary. I said to him, "Can you get me some more lockets?" This is what I have. This is the only medication I take, apart from if I need antibiotics. Might have the odd paracetamol, and I don't know what they're called all around the world, but they're just the usual painkillers sort of thing. And they can bring a temperature down a little bit. So that's usually all I have. And maybe the odd allergy tablet if I need it, but I don't take them all the time. And I probably don't take all my inhalers either that I should. But this is not medication. This is just honey and lemon cough kind of sucky sweets. But when I have one of my major coughing fits that, you know, are really bad, it shut me up straight away. I should permanently have one in my mouth. Shut me up straight away. Oh, so yeah, not much has happened today, apart from a whole lot of nothing really. Gary was doing his path out the back, and I had to order his DIY supplies, and they're coming on Wednesday. So hopefully he'll be getting the path done. Well, it will take time. It won't be, it's a very big job. He's actually dug it out quite a lot. So now when I have to go to the yarn van, I have to go down steps, walk along, and go up the step to get in it. And he'll be doing, putting all the membrane in and the hardcore and everything else down, and doing it all perfectly. So, but it kind of has to do it on his off days. And he's got 3 shifts at work, and then he's back off again. So, yeah, it's kind of finding the time, really, to get it a good run at it. But it would be nice when he's done. And he's going to, where he's got, you know, when we go out the back garden, if you've seen my outside videos, as you walk out the back door, there's the raised flower bed that side. And then there's a kind of it was a sort of a rockery kind of raised bed on the right-hand side. Well, that wall's falling apart. I like that wall. It's really a rustic country wall, the way he made that. But it is falling apart, so he's going to make it bigger. He's going to kind of do a new wall around it and knock it out and square it off, so it's not so hard to mow the grass around it and stuff. So, yeah, he's busy out there at the minute. Fluffy doesn't like it. She's really upset about it. Because when she sits on the deck, and the minute it appears in the garden, she's like, "I want to go in, I want to go in." She doesn't say it, obviously she's a cat, but you know, she's at the door. Even the food, when I wave the little packet, she's like, "No, I'd rather it inside if you don't mind going out with her with that man." And yet, you know, when he feeds her or strokes her, she's fine with it. It's just weird. She's a very strange cat. But then again, she's my cat. She's got to be a bit neurotic after all. Oh, I'm on a bit of a major downer on me because I'm so, well, sickly all the time. What the hell? Can't believe it. Just want to get it over with. So, yeah, I'm sorry I'm a bit of a, but, you know, what can you do? Can't really can't shift it anymore. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best. Anyway, tomorrow, I need to do my hump day giveaway. What else am I going to do? I'm going to get a project made with this ready for doing a tutorial. So when I do the tutorial, I won't be doing it with this, because this is made with ice yarn in the rainbow colours colour, the lighter one, and black. And so doing black is really difficult on a tutorial. So I'll pick other colours, but it's stunning in these colours. I really love the way that works together. It's sort of psychedelic, man. Psychedelic. Purdy. Right, enough is enough. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. And hopefully I'll be a little bit more up tomorrow than I am now. But I think it was just a case of going back to the sleeplessness and getting tonsillitis on top. I can't believe it, really. So I will see you on the next one. Take care, everyone. At least I can't pass it on. You know, it's not like I'm spitting in your face like this, is it? You know, splat, splat. You know, at least I can't pass my illnesses to you guys. Just have to listen to me whinge about them and bitch about it a lot and stuff. I feel like I've forgotten something. That's how I feel. I feel like I actually was going to show you something or tell you something I totally forgot. I actually have ordered something. I've ordered something that I'm so excited about. And it's an Easter thing. You know, I did the mystery bags for Mother's Day. Well, they nearly... well, I think the cakes one more or less sold out from one left. But if any that I have left over, I'll just save until the next time. But also, Mother's Day is different around the world, so that's fine. But I've ordered something else for Easter, and I can't wait. And yeah, I'm really, really excited about that. I hope they don't take too long to come, because that's going to be fun, and I can't wait. Anyway, something, see, did make me smile. I really enjoyed putting stuff together like that, you know. When I had my own business before, and the most fun part of it was choosing the range to actually put in the collection, you know. I really, really enjoyed it. And I kind of do with this. It's you know, it's good fun. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one, guys. I just, you know, I can't believe that I'm not sitting here, the picture of health and all bouncy, and you know, I want to be well for you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.